Hello, this is Annoying Orange with my first commentary video. So on this game, I'm playing Nasus against a Quinn. Very hard lane, but not unwinnable if I play it right. So first off, I'd like to start with my runes and masteries. So Search has inspired me to take scaling CDR runes. So I take 80 reds, armor yellows, scaling CDR blues and quins, and I run 0, 18, 12 because I want the 45% CDR and I want the extra tankiness, especially since I'm against Quinn, who always pokes me down. And I see there's an invade and Thresh didn't hook. Okay. So I'm going to jump straight to the laning phase, which is around here. No, a bit back, here. So the early game, as always, just go for last hits. Don't take so much free damage. So here I am playing very passive, just sitting back and trying to get as many CS as possible without taking too much damage. And Quinn is very oppressive, so I just sit back at my tower since she's like level 2 already. So I'm just gonna sit back and farm under turret. Nothing much I can do. Otherwise I'm gonna take a lot of heavy damage and I don't want that. Like even if it means missing CS, and she just took a turret aggro for no reason. Yeah. So once again, just go for last hits. Try not to take too much damage. Preferably, just wait for your Q to come up before going up to stack, because last hitting, auto attacking, and taking a hefty load of damage is not really worth it. Like there's not really much to say in the laning phase because it's all about surviving. It's pretty boring. And here my Kindred almost died. Had to save her. So here I am under turret, and I sense that they're gonna dive me. So what I do is I chug my HP pots so I get high HP, so I'm not low enough for them to dive me. And yeah, the enemy pinged them to back off as expected. So go back to farming. And surprisingly I'm even in CS with Quinn. So that's pretty good, because if I stay like this until I get my items, then I win my lane because he's going to be very squishy, that I can easily kill him over and over. So nothing much to be said about the laning phase. I'm just going to skip. It's pretty boring. So here, Quinn doesn't have much mana, so this is the part where it's easiest to farm because Quinn cannot harass you with abilities. See, she's out of mana, so I don't need to play so safe. Yeah, and I got the +6. And did she back? I don't really remember. Okay, she did. So I'm just gonna fast forward because there's nothing much to say. She TP back to lane. Let's fast forward this. Okay. So here I'm too low. If I get greedy and I stay, she's probably gonna kill me. So I backed and I bought a Glacial Shroud and I bought 5 Biscuits of Rejuvenation for maximum sustain. And I teleport back to lane. That's why teleport is very useful in Nasus. I think it's mandatory because you can TP back to lanes and you don't miss a lot of farm, which is what Nasus really needs in order to become relevant. So at this point, I have around 66 stacks, not bad, and I'm a bit of CS behind Quinn, which is about to change because I'm farming under my turret. And she's 6. And she does a lot of damage. So what I do is I always make sure I keep my HP above 50%, so she cannot all-in me, or when I get ganked, I don't get killed right off the bat. And I hit 6, so it's okay. Again, nothing much, so I'm just going to fast forward this. And party bot lane, but I'm not going to talk about it. Doing a lot of damage, and there's nothing much I can do early because she's that OP. She's even ban worthy, I think. And not sure. I think I'll just fast forward all the way until there's this part where she tried to dive me. Yeah. So never try to push the wave with a spirit fire. That's the rule of the thumb, because you waste your mana pool. Nasus is a really mana hungry champion, so you always need to save your mana by farming with your Q. Like slow push it with your Q. Now Quinn has backed, I haven't, so she's gonna do even more damage, which is even worse for me. And unfortunately, the wave is pushing to her favor. So I made a mistake of trying to trade. There's no point all-inning her because I pretty much won't kill her, and I accidentally killed a minion because I'm bad. And I had to retreat because I can't close distance, especially when she has boots and I don't. Really unfortunate. And I chose to stay when I should have backed. Because I chose to stay because I still needed a bit more money for Iceborne Gauntlet because that's a huge power spike for Nasus. Once I get Iceborne Gauntlet and I hit level 12, my scaling CDR runes will pay off. I'll cap at 45% CDR with only a 20% CDR item. That's why I always get Iceborne Gauntlet now over Trinity Force, which is I used to always get Frozen Heart Trinity Force combo. Now I don't get it anymore. So I just wait for the wave to push because I don't want to take any free damage, and I just farm on the turret. Now there's this very interesting part where she tries to tower dive me. See, she's harassing me on the turret. She's so oppressive, really. Yeah, see? And she tried to Q blind and had to flash out. And she took 2 turrets for free, turret aggro. And my jungler came and killed her. So this leaves me room to free farm because she's dead. So once again, don't push the wave with Spirit Fire. Just push it with your auto attacks and your Q. Because Nasus is a mana hungry champion, his Spirit Fire costs 85 mana, and that's quite a lot. Especially since I max E second, because when I put more points in my E, it'll just cost more mana, but it'll do more damage. So when I see Quinn teleport, I choose to back because I have enough money for Iceborne Gauntlet. So I'm just gonna fast forward this. And I run back to lane. I don't really see a need to teleport because she didn't hard push the wave. And same deal, always ping Mia because Quinn's one of the biggest strengths is roaming. Because of her ult, gives her a lot of movement speed, like a Kassadin. And just keep stacking, and now she can't really deny you much anymore because you have armor, you have Sheen, and she can't really harass you that much anymore. She can't be as oppressive. And now it's my turn to be more aggressive since I have around 195 stacks in 12 minutes, and I choose to all-in her. Which really isn't a bad move because I chunked her down really hard. I don't really have to kill her. And for some reason she decides to stay within wither range and I kill her. This is why you max Spirit Fire second. It's because you shred her armor harder, you do more damage, and in the long run it makes your Q do more damage so long as they stand in the Spirit Fire because it shreds even more of their armor. And even in other cases when they're really low, you can finish them off with your Spirit Fire. So what I do here is that I just go for last hits with my Q so I can maximize my stacks, which is what Nasus wants. So I'm just going to fast forward because there's nothing really much to say. So I back, and I decide to purchase a Ninja Tabi to mitigate all of Quinn's damage, and I teleport back to lane because I know Quinn is going to hard push. So this is where the fun part begins. This is where the fun part of being oppressive, taking revenge on what Quinn did earlier to me. So Quinn can't stop me from farming anymore because I have Ninja Tabi to shut down all of the damage, and I still go for last hits. Not sure why my camera's moving to other lanes, it shouldn't really happen. and I fast forward because there's nothing much to say. Besides seeing me stack, which is very boring. And now she's back top. So if she gets too close, I can simply wither her and kill her. So she's playing a bit more safe, and I'm 2 levels on her. But now I can't be aggressive because she's near her tower. So just be patient. Don't be so overly aggressive. Like, just focus on stacking. And my team decides to tower dive her. And she's a free kill because she does not have flash. Yep. And +6. Bye. Nothing much she could have done there. And while my team decides to take the tower, which I don't really agree with because I wanted to deny Quinn even more, which is why I pinged to be careful. Yeah, but whatever. Just free tower gold. So I decided to stay and farm a bit more of my Q. And at the 15-minute mark, I have 312 on my siphoning strike, which is a lot. And we decided to go for this turret because this game is all about objectives. Like, one mistake I always see at lower elo is that they always focus on kills. Turrets grant a lot of gold, they provide a lot of pressure around the map, so you always focus on taking down turrets. So I back, and I'm going to buy my second big purchase, the ZZ Route Portal, which is a very powerful item on Nasus, synergizes very well with his Iceborne Gauntlet due to the AoE wave clear, and portals help push the wave faster. So I buy the first item component, Raptor Cloak, which is an extremely powerful item on Nasus because not only does it provide armor, it provides a port runner passive which increases your movement speed near turrets, which not only helps you tower dive better because of your movement speed near turrets, it also helps you evade tower dives. And Quinn died in the 3v3. Yeah, Kindred ulted very well. Like, it was a perfect timing. And I flashed over to get the kill on Echo. And the level 5 bash for the disrespect. And just to check, I have 324 stacks. So I choose to take the mid turret. And since 3 are dead, I can afford to take another turret. And they don't have their Home Guards passive yet, so they cannot save their turret. So it's 2 turrets free, and now we are on an 8k gold lead because we focused on objectives. Had we left the turrets like that, we'll have much less gold, which is very, very important to take turrets. So there's nothing much to be said here, I'll just speed it up. And I decided to take the chickens because it gives me enough money to buy my ZZ Route Portal, which really helps me in split pushing. And this ribbon is dead. RIP. Okay, so I bought my ZZ Route. I'm just going to fast forward because nothing much to be said here. So Cat is roaming bot lane. Yeah, there's 4 bot. So instead of roaming, which is pointless because there's already action taking there, I focus on pressuring mid. Like, focus on objectives. And since mid is open and there's so many resources the enemy funneled into ganking bot, I focus on taking turrets, with my ZZ Route Portal helping me melt turrets. And see, the spawns actually focuses on structures, which helps deal extra damage. And only Quinn is there and she cannot stop. And there's still 3 bot with Cat dead. So I decided to still keep going. Which is really hilarious because the game really escalated quickly. And for some odd reason, Caitlyn chose not to back, which really costed them the 2 Nexus turrets. She should have backed and she would have saved the Nexus turrets, but apparently watching her teammates is more important than, the game. And this Kindred died, which is worth. I took down 2 Nexus turrets before 20 minutes. A lot of objectives were obtained, and we extended the gold lead to 9k. So this is possibly like the fastest time I took like 2 Nexus turrets. Like, just pushing for objectives rather than going for kills, and my ZZ Route Portal died. So I'm just going to fast forward because there's nothing much to say. So I took their blue buff. And My Riven's taking the bot turret. See, my team's always going for objectives. That's very important, and I saw Riven's about to die, so I abandoned the dragon and I'm going to save her. Oh, and she almost died. How much health? 19 health, and Quinn is trying to... She's thirsty for the Riven, and I'm there. She can't escape, she's dead. So I left my team to kill Echo while I zoned the Janna and Caitlyn. And I should have just evaded the traps, but nah. I kept stopping at all the traps, because I'm bad at this game. So my dual partner, which is the Thresh, he's pretty trash. He wanted me to TP mid and end the game because he promised that he would stop the ports, and he didn't stop the ports. So I just wasted my TP and I die. Because my dual partner tried to stop the ports and he didn't stop the ports because he's trash. Where's this guy? See? This Thresh? He's bad at this game. He baited me to die and made me lose my TP. And it wasn't even close. And yeah, just going to fast forward it because there's nothing much to say. Yeah, so all I'm doing right now is run down mid to end the game. While there's a party bot lane and everyone in the enemy team died, I didn't care. I just wanted to end the game as fast as possible. So yeah, it's a 20-minute game. The game really escalated quickly when there's 4 bot and I chose to take objectives such as their inhibitor and their Nexus turrets, and I spawned my ZZ Rock Portal to make the job faster. And it's a nice clean 22-minute game. So this is my first commentary video on YouTube on playing Nasus, which is one of my favorite champions. If you have any comments, just feel free to comment whether you like it, whether how I can improve, because I'm pretty nervous trying to do this video recording, and yeah. So thanks for watching. See you on my next video.